Jemma Rosenthal. I'm a creative entrepreneur and I'm here to help you to find your voice and share your creative gifts with the world. Now, today's topic is going to be about valuing and honouring your creativity. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel, give it a like and comment underneath. So today I've had quite a few conversations with artists, entrepreneurs who have so much to offer with the world, but sometimes they hold back on sharing their gifts. And it's something that I've also noticed within myself along the way on the journey, is that sometimes when I'm creating things or putting things out there, there can be a sense of devaluing what I have to offer. You know, it's like, oh, I'm just putting out a few videos, I'm just doing a song. It's just a song, you know, it's not quite, you know, how I'd like it to be, or it's not, you know, good enough in this area. And we can really devalue what we have to offer. And how do we get past those blocks within ourselves to then be able to share really authentically what we have to offer? Now, first of all, the first thing I want you to do is think about a creative project or something that you've delivered, a service or a song or a dance or something that you've created. Think about that initial spark. What made you happy? What made you feel good? What made you want to do it? Now imagine that spark can then be passed on to someone who really needs it. Literally see it as a spark within your heart, or a spark within your belly, a fire that's lighting you up. And now think of all the people that perhaps are feeling really down, really depressed, really hoping for some kind of magical spark, some miracle to happen. And what if that miracle is you? Is your gifts, your creative gifts? See this spark being passed to anyone that you share your work with, whether that be a offer to give a service, a coaching or healing service, or whether it's a creative project, a book, a song, a dance. See it as a spark of creation, and that everyone who hears or sees your work or receives your work is receiving a spark of creation from the source of life where you received it. Now, how do you feel about sharing your offer now? Are you seeing it in a different light? I'm just seeing the light, it's literally here. Can you see how important you are to this world? Can you see how important creativity is to this world? Not only can it light you up, make you feel happier, it can also light someone else up. And that's something we desperately need. You know, there's so much suffering going on in this world. So many people are afraid. So many people need you. They need your light. They need your talents. They need to feel that sense of safety and happiness, joy, whatever it is that you get when you pick up a pen and write, or you pick up a paintbrush, or you get a mic and sing. Write down all the feelings that you feel. So this is the second exercise. Write down all the feelings, how I feel when I, and then put in your creative activity. You know, you could start with one. If you're a multi-passionate like myself, start with one. So let's say I start with singing. How do you feel when you sing? feel liberated. I feel free. I feel joy. I feel like I can be myself. I feel a release. I feel connected. I feel at peace. I'm actually crying as I'm doing this exercise. So that just shows you how powerful it is to connect to those feelings. Now I'll do it with another one. So how do I feel when I'm coaching? I feel connected. I feel joy. I feel inspired. I feel a sense of wonder when I see my clients light up. I feel a sense of union in the fact that I'm supporting somebody in their dreams. I feel understood, because when I work with clients, they often have similar issues to myself, so I feel less alone. And I know that I'm helping them to feel less alone. So now you've got written down all those things that you feel when you're doing your creative activity. See those things as sparks that you're passing on, gifts that you're giving to your clients, your audiences, your friends, your family. Every time you share, every time you post something on Instagram from your heart and soul, or Facebook or YouTube, every time you speak the truth, every time you share your song, your dance, your art, remember that those feelings that you feel when you're creating it are something that somebody else can receive when they're watching it, or they're taking part in whatever you have to deliver. You know, I used to teach dancing, and it's something I still will do within my creative sessions as well, but I used to teach children, and one of the amazing things about it was seeing how happy it made them when I shared a choreography. But what made me even happier was then them making up their own. And that's why I decided to become a creative coach, because not only do I like to pass on my own creativity, I want you to have that feeling. The feeling that I feel when I create, I want to pass that on to you. And this is why it's so important to share your message, to share your creative work. You know, you don't know who you're going to inspire. I've already had conversations with people who are interested in having coaching sessions with me today and yesterday. And how many times have I sat with myself saying, you know, oh, nobody would work with me, or nobody wants to hear me sing, or nobody wants to watch me dance. And yet the feedback I always get is thank you, thank you. I resonate with your song, I resonate with your dance, not only resonate with your coaching, you've helped me to put my songs out. So for example, clients, there's so many examples of client case studies. So today I had a session with my friend who is also a coach who helps to master your message. So I'll also pop the link to her page as well. And as I was sharing all the many clients I've worked with, all the things that they've achieved since being in books, having great relationships, having improved family connections, you know, being able to speak their truth, getting job promotions, just feeling more capable to be in a leadership role. It was like there were so many, and yet I often doubt my own abilities, you know, and I don't share necessarily these things because I assume people will know, but they won't know. You have to show them who you are. You have to show them the work that you've done. People don't necessarily know how talented you are, or how it's not even about talent, it's about kindness. Because, like, for example, with coaching, I have to develop through the training I've had that skill to empathize, that skill to listen, to be present. And the same with singing. It's like to be present with the note, to feel every single moment, every breath, every word, every movement. If you're dancing, that is a skill. That is something amazing. So valuing that, learning to value that within myself, not listening to those voices that say nobody cares, nobody values this, nobody pays for this. It's like people do pay for this. People want to pay for this. Because when you're offering a service, people want to give their gratitude to you and thank you, and payment is a way to do that. And testimonials are ways to do that. And it's believing and having the courage to put your work out there that will get you that payment and those testimonials that only come when you share your work. So I hope this video has encouraged you to do at least one of those exercises. Do them both. Find that spark and imagine that every time you share your creative work, you're passing on an inner spark that will inspire someone else. And the second thing to do is write down, how does it make you feel when you do whatever creative activity? And then imagine that every time you do that thing and you share that thing, you are passing on that energy, that vibration to someone else that really needs it. And these can be life-saving. Creativity is life-saving. Songs can heal. Books can heal. Coaching sessions can heal. Whatever it is that you're doing, know that you're needed desperately right now. Your time is now. So, if you're hearing this message and you'd like to work with me, I do one-on-one coaching sessions, creative coaching sessions to find your voice and share your creative work with the world. And you're needed right now. Your creativity is needed, and you need to value it and honor your skills. And working with a coach is a way of honoring your skills, your creativity, because it gives us time to really go within and connect to that inner voice so that you can get your message out there, you can get your work out there, you can start creating, start putting in the time so that you can share that joy. Whatever those feelings were, now is the time. So make sure you follow this channel, subscribe, and comment, give it a like, share it with your friends, your creative friends, and remember how important you are, your creativity is. So, yeah, drop a message. The details are below for my links. And to hear my music as well, go to my music channel, Jemma Rosenthal. I'm looking for creative people, for the leaders, for people who know that they have a spark and they want to share it with the world. And if that's you, get in touch. Thank you.